all present here. This is Soumya Pranjal, host for today's session. Today's session is about AI ML apps using ADF, Azure ML, Synapse, and Power BI by Kannan Nova. If we talk about Kannan Nova, he is data scientist, Azure architect, and consultant at Microsoft. He is experienced cloud solution architect and strong arts and design professional with TOGAF. And if you want to know more about him, then you can follow this fifth IR speaker profile link. About fifth IR stands for Fifth Industrial Revolution. We are the initiative by Multi-Cloud for You to help companies and technologists to openly share their learning and get opportunities worldwide through each other's as well as through our partners worldwide. This is Fifth IR homepage, and here you can see how are we growing. We have 355 active speakers and we have completed 1055 sessions till date, and 8,373 certification courses are available on 5IR portal, and we have 25,201 active members. Our relationship with Bata Global, Dell, Brilio, Tiger Analytics, Alibaba Cloud, Data Piper, Philips, Jira, and multiple small and medium companies. We also frequently engage evangelists and engineers from Microsoft and AWS. We are also an Alibaba Cloud Academy partner. So here are a few Alibaba Cloud certifications. We can help you in building your knowledge, digital presence, and helping you in odd hours when you are looking for jobs through our community. You can get all of this with a single link, that is www.fifthir.com. How to get the certificate? For this, you need to register at this event link and then click on claim certificate and provide all the required information, and then you will be asked for a code. Enter the code which we will share at the end of the session to download the certificate. And for further queries, you please connect with us at Multicloud for You, and we have our Telegram channel, that is telegram.im/multicloud for you. Thank you so much. Now over to Kannan Nova.
Thank you, Soumya. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Can you see my screen or?
No, not yet. Now, yes, now it's visible.
Okay, let me. So today I'll show how end-to-end we can develop any project or solution using Microsoft Azure platform components like Azure ADF, Synapse, and Power BI. Okay, I think you guys are a mixed industry, right? Some people from academy, some people from industrial background, correct? So this will cover both, but it won't go like a academic basis or industrial basis. I mixed slides like a little theory aspect as well as technical. Also, I have both in my demo. Yeah, this is the agenda. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to I give some overview, but I won't dive into what is AA or ML, everything, because that we need, we won't get much time to go everything in deep. Okay. So overall agenda is this: AI, what is AI, ML, and where real, where we use in real industry, or practically where we use. Okay, and AI life cycle, and what are the components we have for AI projects in Azure platform. Okay, and Azure big data components, because the AI is mostly used in part of big data. You can use it as a standalone, but most of the times we use big data environment because we need data for AI. AI needs lot of large number of volume of data. So, okay, that's why I'm going to highlight big data components also. Then our core demo is like in Synapse. So first I will give some introduction about Synapse and how it helps in the AI side. Then demo. Demo is I'll show in Azure platform portal website. Okay. Finally, QA. But in between, you want to ask questions, you can raise the hand, and then we'll see. Okay. AI, first of all, AI is like a computer, is a part of computer science field, correct? So what AI is does, like a mimic human intelligent, uh, then it mimics like a machine works and reacts like a human, correct? Nowadays, everybody talking about chat GPT, right? That is also AI, is a ML, but I'll little bit I'll touch that part where which ML or which AI is used in chat GPT. Sorry. This is a ML. ML, I think you guys know that ML machine learning. It has like four types. Like we have supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, and reinforcement. Correct. So mostly ML is part of AI. Okay, so one part, but supervised learning, what we do, we have labels, or we know the output. We give the data with the output also, and train the model and get the um, after train, and we get the our accuracy, enough accuracy that like in above 95 percentage, then we'll model that model we use in real life or practical. Okay, so unsupervised is like we don't know output, but based on input we will cluster it, or what we do, like a uh, recommendation system, or Amazon. If you buy one product, they will suggest you can buy, or others bought this product also. That kind of recommendation system, everything will be unsupervised side. Semi supervised means nothing about, is a mixed of supervised, supervised as well as unsupervised. So we'll train the model with the less output or label data, then we use it as a semi-supervised. But reinforcement, nowadays this is everywhere, is everybody is talking because of chat GPT. Okay, so chat GPT is using this, but reinforcement is nothing about like is a trial and error. System lands trial and error. So first time it will do something, and if anything goes wrong, then it will get penalty rewards. Then if it does good, then it will get good rewards. So it will accumulate. Finally, it will get the goal, like a chessboard or any gaming industry. All gaming industry, they are using reinforcement learning. Okay, so agent and environment will be there in chat GPT. If you see, they have environment and like they, you have to give input, then it will give the output with a lot of details, right? So okay, these are all four types in ML. So where we are using AL, ML, AA or ML, right? Most of the like self-driving auto industry, like not only auto industry, any like yeah, air aircraft or a ship or even road transportation, like any self-driving or autonomous driving. Tesla car, lot of cars are using autonomous driving. So we call sometimes they call self-driving, means driver won't be there. Okay, even driver is there. They put I want to go this destination or target, then s- it drives itself. Okay, we'll supervise or we'll right now is a level 5 driving. Means level 6 is called without a driver, but right now all driver has to be there, but the driver doesn't need to drive. Okay, has to be there and supervise. Anything goes wrong, then take the control. That is developed mostly with ANN, like artificial neural network and reinforcement learning. In healthcare is we are using lot this, especially nowadays. Everybody is using COVID, whether COVID or not, or cancer or not. Is we use, okay. That is like a robotic industry. There robotics will be used in a supply chain management or manufacturing industry, or even a Tesla car built with robots. Not humans are involved, but less. Okay, so most of the bodybuilding in car building, everything build everything will be done by robots. So the especially it's a manufacturing industry and logistics industry. We use AI. Okay, finance, right? Where finance, like finance is also using AIs, like a credit card fraud transaction or anything goes wrong about stock or loan. This guy will buy, say, pay back the loan or not, everything to find out. We use AA and ML, okay? And virtual chat, correct? This is where nowadays a booming technology, GPT, okay? Generative pre-trained transformer, that is a name, okay? But that is using internally reinforcement human looping uh, algorithm, okay? But I won't go with each algorithm, what how it does or how it works, everything, because we won't get enough time, okay? But just highlighting it. And smart assistants, correct? Smart assistants like you guys know Google Assistant, Alexa, Siri. So these are very famous. Like anything they want to control home system, home smart home, they're talking to Alexa. Alexa, stop the front light or show the camera in front. All they talk through Alexa, correct? These all are smart assistants that all built by AI. Hardware part will be with someone, okay, but that software, whatever they are using inside a smart assistant, that will be AI. I'm highlighting few industries, okay. It's used for, it's not limited to this list, okay. Yeah, this is a AI project life cycle, okay. So it's not like IT. Once you, okay, I know AI, I can work on find out the proper ML algorithm, machine learning algorithm, and work on it, feed the data and train the data and get the output. It's not like that. So AI is what is going to do. First, we got to know the whether we are what kind of problem AI is going to fix or solve it, like whether some problem has happened, we want to fix it, we can do that business problem. Or I want to see next 6 months, I want to see 5% or 10% profit. Then it will analyze all the existing data, whatever the mistakes we did or what to do, all kind of things we will uh, do through ML and AA. Okay, so overall, what we do, we'll identify the business problem. Then, based on business problem, what kind of data we want, we'll do that data collection. Then we do EDA. EDA is a data exploratory data analysis. Okay, modeling. Model will train the model with ML. We'll choose the proper appropriate algorithm, which algorithm will help or fix the problem. Okay, business problem. Then finally we'll deploy that model into prod, and we'll once deployed, still we'll evaluate. We have to check whether it's performing as expected, or we want to retune it, or parameter anything we want to retune it, we'll retune and we'll redeploy again. Okay, so this is a AA project life cycle. Yeah, yeah. This Azure components or resources. Okay, for AA and ML project. So we have Azure machine learning resource, Azure cognitive services. Cognitive services like language translation, neural that even chat, that NLP, natural language translator, like from Tamil to Hindi or Hindi to Tamil or Hindi to the English, any language translation, everything, or global Google kind of search, everything will be done through Azure cognitive services. And Azure has a special resource for video indexing, Azure bot, okay, Azure Synapse, Azure Databricks, and Azure SD Insights. These are the Azure resources, okay, we can use for AA or ML projects. Okay, last part is Azure Synapse and Azure Synapse, Azure Databricks, SD Insight. They are more used in big data industry. Okay, big data is a specifically is a big data in Azure has three main core components resources like SD Insight, Databricks, and Analytics. SD Insight, we can have Hadoop cluster everything, or IoT device, or even Event Hub, Hive, or Kafka real time. If you want to stream the real time data, then you can use the Event Hub or IoT Hub or Kafka as a source for SD Insight. Okay, it reads everything data from real time as well as a batch or offline also. Databricks is you guys know is a parallel or massive processing technology like Spark. So they use parallel mechanism to run the huge data. Snaps, Azure Snaps Analytics, also big data component, but they do all whatever SD Insight or Databricks does, say similar capabilities, but it has additional Azure data warehouse capabilities. Okay, but SD Insight can do Hadoop environment, supports Hadoop environment, but Azure Synapse Analytics does not support. uh, Hadoop environment. Okay. Okay. Now, not this one. We saw that. It's not moving. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, how Azure Synapse helps AM project, right? So, in three areas, they are doing Synapse, especially we are talking about Synapse, okay? Azure Synapse Analytics. It does, uh, it does help uh, three areas, data acquisition and understanding, okay? In AI, you know that after business problem, we have to collect the data. That is acquisition, data acquisition. Data can be any format, correct? Semi can be formatted like RDMS, well-known structure, or unstructured video, audio, or semi-structured JSON for kind of format. So we can collect Snaps accepts all kind of formats. Okay, and we have to do understand what is data, what is inside data. We got to explore that. Okay, that is a EDA, exploratory data analysis work. That also we can do through Spark, Databricks, like notebooks, Python notebook, or notebooks. But we can run multiple languages: Python, Scala, C Sharp. Yeah. And then finally, we got to train the model. After understand the data and clean up the data, finally we do the train the modeling. Okay, train the model. Then after train it, everything good looks good, and we can deploy the model and run it in prod. These all three areas. Okay, we can use snaps. Snaps can be used for some other purposes also, but I am focusing, or we are focusing this as a only AI side. Okay, how it helps in AI. Okay, this is Azure Synapse Analytics components. Okay, so left side, if you see, we can have variety of data, correct? On-prem data like inside the company or enterprise data, but inside network, like it's not in a cloud, or yeah, it's not in within one LAN network, okay, or cloud data, or any applications like from any website, any data we want to collect SaaS based data, okay, some real time IoT device, right? IoT devices all keep on emitting data, so real time analysis or that kind of data you can feed to Azure Synapse. Okay, uh, once we but this is overall. Okay, we have in Azure Synapse Analytics as a studio. Okay, studio for development, but data integration, management, monitoring, security. Any studio or any resource you take and develop some application, we have to consider security. Okay, so security is also has built-in security. Okay, we can enable all kind of whatever network security or data security, the encryption, decryption, everything we can do it. Okay, and if you deploy application, we need to monitor also how it works, whether it performs as expected or not, all, and management environment, how many connections, how many data linked, lot of management activities we can do that. Okay, and the data integration is a part ADF, correct? Azure Data Factory, that helps, but Snaps is using ADF, but is we don't need to develop in ADF and bring it here. It's a part of ASA, Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, so it's a built-in. One studio has everything. One place. We don't need to go like go to Azure storage and create something and come. Everything will be under one studio, Synapse Analytics Studio. Okay, and they have runtime. Anything you want to run, like a notebook or SQL query, we need some computing machine. That is a runtime we need. So they have runtime for SQL Server. That is we can have dedicated pool as well as serverless pool. Means serverless means whenever we want it, we use it and pay. Dedicated a little costly, but enterprise or big companies, they use it because they don't want to bring the down, they want to run 24 by 7 throughout the clock. So that time we use a dedicated pool. Okay, we'll see all in a little detail in a later slide. Okay. So then Apache Spark pool or runtime we have, and a data explorer. Okay. Then finally we have storage, data lake, uh, storage Gen 2, ADLS Gen 2, right? So Gen 2 supports hierarchy structure, everything. That's why studio that Synapse Analytics Studio uses a Gen 2 version, okay? Then right side, if you see, we have ML, Azure Machine Learning. Uh, so see, this Cab Studio directly connects Azure ML. You can develop in ML Azure Machine Learning Studio, and you can bring it to Studio Azure Synapse Analytics, or you can develop everything in under Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, but you can run that Azure Machine Learning notebooks inside the Studio Azure Synapse Studio. You don't need to go, means one studio or one umbrella, under that everything will be available with developer or data science engineers. They can work together. They don't need to go to portal or URLs to view what is going on like that. And any we do, we need finally visualization. Visualization is very important for data scientists or data science projects, right? So we use Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft product, and that has a lot of visualization templates. So that also tightly integrated with Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, Azure Preview is a kind of graph-based view, but data explorer. But uh, I'm not going to cover that in this slide. But okay, this is the overall Azure Synapse Analytics architect or components. Okay, this is a internal flow, or this is a real that first one is has what are the capabilities or components of ASA. This is the entire process or detailed architect. Okay, so you can left side say whatever we saw that previous night, same thing. Then we can have data ingestion. This pipeline, Azure Data Lake, Gen, Spark, Data Explorer, and serverless and a dedicated pool. These are the this this area is sorry, Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, rest everything we can connect from external resources. Okay, but the details, if you want more details, then this is a detailed design. And it one more thing for development side, we have it supports DevOps and GitHub. Okay, it has two modes called live mode and GitHub mode. Okay, GitHub mode you can develop and save the code into version control. Then other guy can other DevOps people can build and release the mode component into different environments like QA or prod, anywhere they can push the code. Okay, we can run testing in GitHub mode or live mode also. Okay. Okay, demo. Let's go for a demo. Okay. So demo, what I'm going to show, I'm going to create storage account and ASA, Azure Synapse Analytics, inside uh, Azure Synapse Analytics. I'm going to create, connect, show the how ADF we can use it, and EDA, exploratory data analysis, that is ML part. And I will create one notebook in ML or a separate ML. I will connect that inside ASA. Then I will also connect the Power BI to show the report from Synapse Analytics Studio. Okay, everything will be inside Synapse Studio. Okay. Can you see my screen? That website. Which in which one you guys can see is a PowerPoint or Samya? Can you see my website, Azure portal?
No, actually it's showing very small.
Okay, but you can see his website, right? Portal, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now is the font is good or no?
Yeah, it's fine only.
Is it readable or no? Okay,
Yeah,
viewable or no?
we can do
Okay,
it.
okay. Or I will increase a little more. Okay. Oh no. Okay, okay. This way. Okay. Yeah. This is Azure portal site. Okay. So just log in. You have to search Azure Synapse Analytics. Okay, I have already the here. Okay, so I don't have anything. Okay, let me check both. Okay, I don't have any snaps created. Okay, first step we got to create the namespace for Synapse Analytics. So let me create. This is all a regular process. Okay, you guys having a doubt, you can note it out, and then you can ask the question. Okay, this is a namespace. We got any workspace. Okay, workspace is just a container for you do multiple Synapse work application, right? Azure Synapse Analytics project one, project two. You want to combine, then you can keep one single container. Inside that, you can create multiple projects. That's a workspace. Nothing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Snaps a little costly. Okay, because this is a we use Snaps mostly in data warehouse side or big data environment. Okay, so for practice anything, uh, so if you have any test box or sandbox, you can use it. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, yeah. Just create namespace. Once create a namespace, we can then we will see the link for studio. Okay. Yeah, workspace is uh, yeah got created. Okay, that's okay. So you can see once the workspace created for Synapse, you can see one is a help documentation, another one is a studio, Synapse Studio. Okay, click Synapse Studio. This is where we do all developments. Okay, okay, it's asking it to wait a little bit. This morning I tried a little faster. I think a little slow now. Okay, that depends upon region. Okay, I am choosing that US East USA. Sometimes that region is more load, then it will be little slow. Come on, not being this much time. Okay, let it not at done deployment, still going on. Okay, we'll go through the tool left side until they finish deployment fully creation. Okay, so we have data, we have develop, and we have integration or integrate, and we have monitor and manage. Okay, this is the left side tools. Okay, now we can't see it until they Azure giving all the resource. Okay, so but data is a place data. You can connect SQL database or a storage, anything through linked service. If you create any storage, any external source to bring the data, all will be visible. Okay, in data we have workspace data and linked. Okay, linked is from external source. Workspace is will have only SQL server warehouse data, okay, or SQL pool data. So it will show both dedicated SQL pool and serverless pool also. Okay, so development will create the development like you can do SQL query notebook, ML machine learning notebooks. You can run it, and we can do EDA jobs like data analysis, and we can create then we can update database or backend everything. EDA is a place where we use ADF, also data factory. Okay, EDA whatever we can do in all all we can perform here because this integrate is internally is connecting ADF. Okay, so you don't need to go to Azure ADF separately, like you guys know Azure ADF. Azure ADF is nothing about data integration tool. Okay, it brings from any source to any source. In between, it does ETL and ELT jobs. Okay, so the data factory, whatever capabilities we can see, I'll show you the same thing in Synapse. Okay, come on. Okay, oh, why I got, still going on deployment. Okay, let's start. Okay, first we got to go to linked service. Okay, management. So we can see one SQL pool is created. Okay, this is a serverless pool. Okay, this is always it creates. So if you want dedicated pool, then we got to create separately. Okay, then we got to create. Second step is Apache Spark pool. Okay, so here we have to be for a demo. I am choosing small one. Okay, and I don't want 10 servers or 10 nodes at a time to run. Okay, so you can't reduce below three. Okay, minimum three nodes. Okay. So once you change the node count, everything servers are take the small RAM size, everything core CPU size, it will go from $11. It become now $2. Okay, around 1.66. Okay, Why we need Apache Spark pool? Without this, we can't run any ML notebooks. So ML notebooks are going to run under Apache Spark pool or computing engine. Okay. Okay. So we created one. Okay. So now I'm going to connect our storage. What is the server name? I created a storage account a little early because I don't want to waste time in during demo. Okay, this is a storage account. Uh, yeah. So we have data in a storage account. I have data. What data I have? Yeah, let me upload the data. Okay, my I don't. You guys can get that data from anywhere, like in Microsoft website or in open any New York government will give. It's a public site data. New York taxi, yellow taxi and green taxi. They have two types of taxis. They collected all the data about the taxi trip. How many people did trip every year? Where, what, which place to which place? All kind of data, and based on that. They're sharing that data to public, so anybody can use it. Okay, for any ML project or any analysis, like what will be the fair amount or trip, how they are performing, everything we can do analysis using that. Microsoft has a lot of public data. I'm using New York taxi data. Okay. For data format is in RQ. Okay. That is a format we use. That is a compressed or a good format for any data science project. Okay, you can use Excel CSV file, but CSV is a more readable file, uh, but performance wise is not great. Okay, and that's why I have a CSV for us to understand, see how it will be, how data looks like that. We can all visualize from CSV. For processing or data in this project, I'm using a PARQ. Okay, let it upload. Okay, because the one file is very big, like 500 file sizes around 400 meg. Okay, so let's come to Synapse. Okay, so now once we connect, do all linked service, then we can go and develop. Okay, so I created one for data storage, and we can create one for Power BI. We can create another connection for Azure machine learning. So this is classic is the old version. This is a new version we have to choose, or whatever we can do it. Okay. So, okay, we connected all three external sources. Let's go to data. Okay. So once you connect you create the linked service. Linked service is not nothing like a connector. Okay, basically it connects any data, any source or target systems through connectors. That connector will have connection string, credentials, everything. Okay, so it's a ADF concept. So then once you connect the data storage, you can see our data here. You don't need to go to like separately to here. We are going right. This is a data storage. We don't need to go here and to see what is there. Everything we can see it from itself here. We have 4 files. Okay. This is a first file I'm going to use it. Okay. Yellow strip. Second file. That is a 47 meg file. If you convert that into CSV, it will come around 356 meg. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to see in a studio, right click on any file data. Okay, basically file means nothing about here data. Okay, then you can do all operations. What you want to do, we want to do that, right? So ML operation, like you want to run the notebooks, uh, uh, then we can use directly. Okay, I'm going to use a notebook, load data frame. Okay. So then it's loading data frame. Then I got to say which linked service I want to use it. Then Spark. Okay. Okay. This is for something else. Okay. That we don't need to worry. Okay. So file is in data storage, and we are connecting through notebook, Spark notebook. Then we can run it directly. Okay. Suppose we want to do, I have already notebook I developed in ML. Then I can go import also. I can import that notebook. So we have two types of notebook, correct? One is IA. This one will have markdown like will have heading everything for each operation. Okay, I can import this. Manually also we can write the code or we can run it through. This both are same. Okay, you can, but you don't need to remember anything. Everything that tool does it for us. Okay, so I'm loading it, or loading the data from Spark and visualizing it, EDA job. So loading data from storage container. So my container name is not this one. Name is this one. Okay, so after load the data into Studio, Snap Studio, I'm going to check. I'm asking it to show 10 records. Okay, show me first the top 10 records. What is that? I want to see field name, data, how it looks like that. So let me run it. Okay. So first I got to connect the server. Okay. Okay. So you guys know syntax. Or, this is I'm saying use PySpark. Okay. Python, but run the in Spark cluster or server. Let me run it. First time it will take a little bit time because it has to create the session, Spark session. Then once created session, then it will be fast. So data is outside. Okay, I'm connecting that through linked service, and I'm performing a ML one. ML means a Python code I'm running in a notebook inside Studio. Okay, same activities we can do it in ML also. Okay, whatever we can do in ML, everything we can do it in here. Okay. Okay, then let it run because it will take 2 minutes, I think, 2 to 3 minutes. Still starting the server. Okay, let create a session and run this. Okay, we'll see. So meanwhile, I will go to Power BI. See, once you create a linked service for Power BI, you can see Power BI workspace in Studio. Okay, so whatever report you published over there or you want to create it here, you can create it. Okay, so I published one report. It shows here. I don't need to go to separate tab, URL or any portal to do that. I can create by running here data set I output. Okay, whatever output I clean up the data, then I can use that data for Power BI. So as a data set, then I can create the report inside. So one Power BI, you guys know, correct? You can't use it as a single individual account, correct? Has to be company or enterprise account, okay, or student account. I don't know student account will work or not, but so I'm using Azure ADF, Azure sorry, Active Directory, and I created a new account. Then I'm using that Power BI. Yeah, I created a desktop. Okay, same data with graph. We can change any template, whatever we want it. Let's see how we can use it inside. Okay, let it finish it. Yeah, so created. It took 4 minutes. First time session creation, server starting everything. It takes some time. Okay, it's loaded this data it to notebook. It's not, then it shows first 10 rows. Okay, this is the data. Okay, so vendor ID or vendor is I think company ID. Some Samya suddenly changed. Okay, okay, so okay, so data. Okay, we saw this data looks like what time started, what time I entered trap, and how many passengers, one or two like that, and the trip distance. Yeah, this lat lang all they have. Okay, so and yeah, everything they have. So then after we load the data into notebook, you have to check is there any empty data or what are the data types, everything. Correct? I pre-coded it. Okay, if we don't know, we can code one by one also, but one or two few.
Sorry for interruption, but your screen is not visible right now.
Say okay.
Yes, yes.
Can
No,
you see
no,
it or no?
no, no.
Okay, let me. That's why I got some suddenly.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
I think 1 minute back only.
yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, now it's visible.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Suddenly session got sharing session
Yes,
or whatever happened.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So after we run, we can see the data, 10 rows showing below, right? So this is the data. We can analyze what is the field name, what are the things. To want to know data type or what is all things, then we got to go come to EDA. EDA is nothing about exploratory data analysis. Like is a one task in ML or a data science side. Okay, so we got to check the data type and is null or not, or how many rows are having empty, how many columns having empty rows or values. All we have to do. Okay, and any correlation is there between two columns, then we can remove one column. Both are doing same things, then we don't need that. All feature selection, feature engineering, all activities we have to do under EDA. Okay, I'm doing only one activities. I'm checking the what is the data type. Okay, let me run. Okay, so it says vendor ID is long data type, nullable, it accepts null. So if it is any nullable, then we got to check definitely is null or not. Okay, so this after that I want to check how many records are there, right? So it shows the 325, not, yeah, I think a lot of number. 3 million records, 3.25 millions around, yeah. So lot of records. Okay, so then we have to check any field has empty or null, right? These are all EDA jobs. Okay, we can see none of the fields having empty values. Okay, so the means is data is a good quality. Okay, we have to do a lot of other EDS jobs, but I'm not performing that. Okay, like whether all fields need to used for training or not. Okay, that all I'm not doing it. Okay, so after we do this and okay, it's in the data is in a storage server, storage place. I can load that into database. Okay, warehouse, database warehouse, warehouse database. Okay, so Python or Spark, we have a syntax like this. Okay, by Spark, we can write one line code. Uh, Already it's in a data frame. Data frame is a memory tabular format of data. In Python brings that into tabular format. Okay, but in memory, it's not in anywhere database. So I can create one line to insert that data into tables. Okay, so run this cell. Okay, it has 1 million records. Now 3 million, 3.25 millions. Okay, so but it won't take much time. I think. Yeah, done. 33 seconds it took to insert. Okay, so after insert, whether it's inserted or not, you you can check it out from database. You don't need to go and do SQL query. If we want it, we can go there also, do database, workspace. It has to refresh. Okay. Okay, so we'll come back, then it has to refresh. Okay, yeah. So it's run. We can choose select from table. Okay, this is a SQL table, but the table name is whatever tag C I gave. Okay, this database name. This trip is the table name. Okay, but we don't need to remember this all queries. If you click and right click and say that, then they will give. Okay, so it's giving data, but it's in a data frame format. Okay, so not much. Yeah. So then I know data, this is what looks like that. So now I want to see some aggregation function I want to perform that I can do here, or ML Studio I can do for this data. So what I'm doing, I'm summing up all trip distance and average trip distance by passenger count. Okay, passenger count, I'm grouping it. Okay, how many one sometimes a taxi, two people get into a taxi, correct, for a trip. So or two people or family, how many three passengers in one trip, or four or one passenger in one trip. So I want to group by passenger count. So I can do that aggregation or any EDA jobs without and going to ML machine learning studio, or like here itself I can do query. If I know select this SQL query, I can do that, or I can go Power BI and drag the data and do put a pivot chart or whatever pie chart to show the proper one. Okay, I'm running this query. Let's see. So shows it. It's not created. It's just selecting from uh, database. We just now created this data and it's doing it and showing records. Around 9 records are there. Okay. Uh, uh, no, yeah, I think this is a passenger count. It's not record count, but still 9 passengers. I don't know. Maybe big van, big trip, big minivan or a big taxi. Okay, because they went 9 people also. Okay. So suppose we want to see that in a tabular format, you can quickly go here and see it. Okay, this is a one. So it will give how many people like that. Okay. So this all studio has for ML purpose, any machine learning. So data engineers, they don't need to go studio and do everything. Here they can do it. Any integration they want to do, then they come here and do ADF job. Okay. So once I created a aggregated format data, then I can save that data into table. No, sorry, cancel. I want to run only one job. Okay. Yeah, table also created it. Okay. So once a table, now we have data in storage in parquet format, and we have that we got it and we did analysis, some EDA jobs. Then finally we are inserting into database. Okay. So after that, suppose we want to convert that data into CSV format and put it to storage back, we can do that. Okay. So we can syntax here, but I'm going to create new notebook and I'll use ADF to do that. Okay. So I'm renaming this notebook uh, to some. Okay. So I'm going to create one file. Okay. Basically, I need to load that data here, and then yeah, looks good. And we go here. Yeah, sometimes it will session will fail, then we got to rerun it. Okay. Okay, is still session issues. I will go and select the data from a database directly. Then I will run it. Uh, the table name is different. Okay, yeah, table name is this, and I'm going to delete this cell. Okay, just selecting it, and then I will push that into. Okay, after this, I'm going to run another one to create a file in a storage account. Okay, so but I'm not going to run it here. Okay, I'm going to run it in a framework. That's I'm going to do right. I'm going to create new pipeline. This is what we do ADF in inside Synapse. Okay, we can do same thing in outside, but I'm going to do ADF inside Studio. So what I'm going to try notebook, Synapse notebook. Okay, so here I'm going here, select. I can see demo. Okay, so demo I did not run it anything. Okay, basically what it's doing, it's reading data from database and creates file in this location, taxi CSV yellow. Okay, so right now if you go here, our demo account container, we have data and files. So we are going to create another folder called a taxi. Inside it will be CSV, then yellow aggregation AGG. Okay, so it will do this operation. Right now we don't have the data here. Okay, if you see, only 3 folders are there. Okay, so let's see how it works. Okay, so pipeline, go here. I connected that notebook and Spark. Okay, okay, so that's it. So in ADF, we can run it through debug mode. That is immediately we can run, or we can trigger it. Run trigger also we can do, or we want to schedule it, then we need to create new trigger. Okay, so I'm going to do it run now. Okay, here trigger now, I'm going to do it. Okay, then let's see. I go debug mode. Okay, I don't want much to invest. Yeah, it's running now, notebook is running. Okay, let's see our storage account. Still running it. Suppose we want to know what is going on, we can go there monitoring. Okay, monitoring, you can see everything. This is called notebook, correct? So trigger, you have to go trigger, pipeline triggers. Any pipeline is running or not? No, not integration side. That is a monitoring. Let me check whether it's running or not. Yeah, running. Or debug mode, it won't show anywhere. Directly we have to see in console. If you go with the trigger, then it will show. Basically, what I'm doing, I'm using ADF, but inside ADF, I'm calling a ML notebook, okay, or a Spark notebook. So this ADF is going to run the notebook, but that notebook will use the Spark servers. Then it will create the output in storage. Okay, that way we can, yeah, let it finish. Okay, we will wait for that. Okay, meanwhile, Power BI I am going. Okay, I can connect Power BI and I can see my reports here, or I can use it in portal itself. Okay, I don't know how license. What is it telling? Okay, or I can directly go to site to view it. This is the data we are using, the aggregated data. Okay, this is the same. Will come here. Actually, I have premium license, some different license, then it will come here. I don't need to go there. Okay, I have a free account, student account. I'm using it. Okay, means even individual account you can't use it. You have to have enterprise account to use the that capability inside to see it. You can get it output here, but you want to see that same one, we need upgraded version. Okay. Okay. Let's see pipeline what is doing. It took a long time. Okay. Yeah, you can monitor here. It's this one is running it. If you click it, it will take to that same notebook. Where is taking? Come on. In ADF, you can do a lot of things, correct? You can do create data set, data flow, everything. And then whatever we are doing in ADF, everything in outside in ADF studio, the same thing you can do it here directly. Okay. Come on. I'll run one more separate one more notebook with a different name. What will do this, I'll tell you, show you. Okay, I'm not going to disturb this one. I will create one more notebook. I'm going to give a different name. Okay, this is selection we need, but after that we need demo. I'm not showing going to do that. I'm going to change it to notebook instead of new directory. Okay, so first one is selecting from database, second one will create, but this is a different directory. Okay, because that yeah, ADF is taking time. Let's see ADF done or not. If done, then we don't need to do this. Okay, still going on. Okay, so come on. You can create multiple sessions, Spark sessions. Okay, come on. It's not allowing me to create session. So I'm using repartition. That means it won't create multiple files. It will be single file. Okay. Yeah, it's here it ran. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we created it. What is doing it? Oh, oh, it creates inside a root directory. Okay. See, you can see it here. Then CSV. Then here we have file. Okay. So that file is a CSV file. Format is CSV. You can download it or directly view it. Edit. You can see that records. So this way it will create CSV. You can download and open it in Excel also. Yeah, you can open and see in Excel. Suppose you want heading everything, then you can go with different format. Okay, this is a format for heading. Okay, you can enable format. header. If you want Excel sheet header, then CSV, then you can enable it syntax wise. The same thing I am trying in ADF. ADF little slow, but let's see what is the status. Okay, still doing it. Okay. We can do different things also, like we can bring the data through ADF and give it to a studio. That copy activity, you got to use it. Okay, copy data, you got to do that. But I'm doing it, I'm running the notebook from ADF to create the CSV file. Okay, this file, it will create basically a taxi CSV folder in this folder, like sim similarly, like here I have this, and we will have one more called a taxi. Then insert taxi, same data will come. Okay, that way we do ADF in a studio. Okay, this is a capability for Power BI. Okay, Power BI we can bring it. Let's see ML. Okay, ML, how we can bring it to ML. ML is for and refresh again. Otherwise, this is a refresh issue. Otherwise, we'll show the all tables. This is one table we created, and we have another table in it. Also, we created one more table. This is a table name. We created table one. This aggregation table. One, we have one more table called trip, taxi trip. Yeah. So that all both we can see here. Okay. I'm publishing. After publish, I will refresh the screen. Then we can see everything. Linked services showing it, but even ML will show up. Let me check ML connect. Everything is there. Okay. So all and in Snaps you have two modes. I highlighted while showing the slide. Right. One is a live one. One is a GitHub. Okay. GitHub is we use for development and save the code. Whatever you are doing here and save it, you have save button. Okay, it's not auto save is basically it's not like okay, but I don't know GitHub account. I'm not using it, but live mode is once publish everything, it will go to live mode. So okay, let me refresh the screen, or we'll wait for ADF to finish. Let me check. Yeah, ADF is going to create nothing similar activities like one more directory, nothing much. Okay, I, okay. Let me. All notebooks gone, I guess. Okay, that's fine. We can sit. Yeah, we have still. See, now it shows the database. Okay, data. My taxi data. Created in integrate tab. I go notebook. I have that. I create a table called a trip under my taxi, NYC, not New York taxi, correct? So we have data. If you see New York NYC taxi, we have tables called trip and one more. Okay, so we created this data. Okay, and we have yeah, this all you can view it directly. That's a beauty of, but it's refresh issue is happening, so that's why it's not showing everything immediately. Power BI, come on. Yeah. So Power BI will come and one more menu will come is a ML Studio menu. ML, okay. There you can do it. Or any file or anything you create, you have option to create directly a notebook option. Or we want Galaxy already built-in data sets are there, notebooks are there. You want the bankruptcy prediction or house price, or I'm using New York taxi data, okay, this one. So this all predefined one, so you have all data, everything, just to use it as it, then tune as per our requirements, like change the values parameters, then it's readily available, okay. Yeah, that you can use it, and even a pipeline, everything they have built in, but that is for specific use case. You can directly use it. You want data sets, also we can use. I'm using this data set, like a green taxi. I'm using yellow taxi for demo. Okay, this is the one I used it. But we want a different kind of data we can use. This is publicly available. Okay, this is available here as well as in Microsoft site, or you can go to dataset websites like government New York website, wherever we go, we can download it. Okay, so this all will speed up the development. But good thing is everything is under one umbrella, so we don't need to go ML, like this is a machine learning studio, correct? So I have to go develop here, then bring it there. I don't need to do that. I know designer, I can use designer to do that. That will do everything for us, the drag and drop, right? Or I want this, I don't know which ML to use, which algorithm, linear, itself lot of formulas are there. I don't know which one to use it. I can go automated ML. This internally runs lot of algorithms, and it will choose best algorithm and give the best result. So we don't care much about how it works, everything. We have to feed the data and it does for everything for us. Or I want to do hands-on, like more coding. I want to control it. I will create notebook here. Or I have data in somewhere I can import it, upload the data also. I created it, but we can use directly. I more way I use code to do that all operation. Sometimes I go auto ML everything, because we don't know what is doing in background, correct? That's why I use that code most of the time. Sometimes I don't know exact algorithm which one is best. Then I use auto ML. Okay, or you want designer, you can go designer to do that. But this all you don't need to do separately in over here. So studio brings that once you create the linked service for that. Okay, you have to bring it, you create a linked service, then test the connection. Okay, the connection is success, then it will bring it. I don't know where my connection is. Okay, I got to give some role to give the access. Okay, then it will bring that capabilities, whatever we are doing it here, everything it will come here. Okay, let let me check this storage again, whether it's ADF created by data or not. Yeah, it takes a little bit time. Okay, that's fine. We'll go. Samya, Samya?
Yes.
Yeah, any questions, anything participants want to ask, they can ask. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't know whether they are able to follow because I'm going here and there like a coding side. But overall, what I did, I'll give overview. Like I have files or data in a storage account, Azure storage container. I took that data into Synapse Analytics. I did analysis through ML, like notebook. I used code, Python code, but server is a Spark server I used. But all I did through Synapse Studio itself inside. Then I inserted that clean data into database. Same time I aggregated that data and grouped the data by total sum by passenger count. Then I inserted into database. Same data I pushed back to storage in a CSV file. Okay, earlier data is raw data or source data is a PARQ format, a different format. We can't read it. Then, then same data I showed in Power BI. I can connect and show the report. That's what I showed it. But Power BI is not showing inside my studio because I don't have premium license. But it will come. But yeah, office work purpose they will have premium. Okay, then it will be inside your directly in a studio, Snap Studio. Okay, that is one part. Another part, ML Studio, we can bring it same way we can develop over here. We don't need to go to ML Machine Learning Studio, everything. Or we can run all notebooks. Notebooks is like a Python notebooks. You can do all Python code to develop all ML projects, any algorithm, training the model, everything. But all I did through only this place in a studio, Snaps Studio. That is a single, because we have big data, we have Databricks, SD Insight. But they have, for the those tools, if you use, you have to create files outside and create everything. You have to do a notebook, they won't support, and Databricks will support, but you have to create cluster, lot of other activities, hardware side. We are not going to care anything. Everything will be under one umbrella. So that's what overall I did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now, any questions anybody wants to ask, they can ask. Yeah. Yeah, Samya, that's
Okay. Thanks, Kannan, for a great session, and thanks
mm,
to everyone who joined. You can use the code that was shared to download your certificate. It might take few days to get it once we upload the recording of the session. We hope you all enjoyed the session, and thanks again for joining. Have a good weekend. Thank you so much.
thank you.